from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got it take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these stocks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come in, I never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and made my bad one. Wiping it down with the big hot, left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my deadlock. In the end zone with the leg one phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Nigga, please watch him now. And I'm Kentucky Blue on these hoes.
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You said what, bro? Man, we finna get the dub. We never thought we was gonna lose.
95-56, 95-56.
Check 15, check 15.
Kill,
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Breeze.
Catch the ball, Michael Thomas. Need to make that one.
Incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Down. 50. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. It's been a long day for you.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Finding some room at midfield. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go ahead.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Give me that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Regardless.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Team 6.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332, finds his way home for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On the return, Hester. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 80!
On 3rd down, Peyton, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down now, Peyton, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. That's
good catch, baby. Let's go.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
Whip. Watch the whip. Rush in. Hey, kill. General West. Hey, check 24. Under.
On first down, McAllister. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
They're slow as fuck.
Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Make the tackle. Come on, bro.
He'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football.
Here come the pass out of Wildcat. We waiting for it.
Not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mind ready. Mind ready. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress.
Let's go.
As well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Good
We
job,
get slap happy up here sometimes. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Good job, D. Call me the ball.
Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That'll be complete to Cook. He gets away from one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
The throw from Brees into the hands of Smith. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Ready. Yellow lady. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
It's trash.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
64,
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Michael Thomas. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Oh, that's sorry, dog. That's sorry. That's me, though.
Picked off inside the 10.
That's me, team. My bad.
Thomas that time.
Should have waited just like a few more seconds.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Damn, bro.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. That one goes for 8 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Oh, we let it break, bro. Come on.
To the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because
good.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Breeze now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze now. That's caught. It's Thomas.
Let's go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo, complete to Jones.
No way, bro. He's not catching that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down.
I need it.
Executed it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready. We're waiting. Check. No. Watch the call. Whoa.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Sheldon Rankins on the stop. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Hey, alert! Alert!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Yes, sir.
And he can't get rid
yes,
of it. He's
sir.
taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there. For his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Breeze. And going deep for Hill.
That's a bad pass.
And this is going to be intercepted.
That's a bad pass and a good pick.
Picked off at the 38. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario,
bro, come on, make the
puts it through
tackle right there.
as the clock hits zeros.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
What? Bro, we was in a totally wrong formation.
Touchdown, Bears. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 5-1.
He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike. Ready? Yellow lady. 36. 36. Hey. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check. Just move. Check. Mike's 59.
Now Breeze.
Oh,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Here we go. 5-9. 59 mark. Check. 59. Ricky. Hey, easy. I got motion, man. Me. I'm 8.
Back to throw.
Oh, catch the ball, bro.
2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Sammy! Hey! Nice 7!
You ain't doing nothing, Sam. You ain't doing nothing.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here we go, here we go. What, Amy?
Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that